How's it going, YouTube? This is Top523 here, and I am bringing you the Week 8 match between the Atlanta Braves ourselves versus the Berkham Bastiodons. I'm horrible pronouncing his name. Gargleflop is his actual name, but I don't know how to pronounce his team name. Um, he's doing pretty well this season. We have been struggling a little bit. We got a win last week against the Vesper Queen Park Rangers, but let's see if we can pick up another one this week and try to fight our way back into playoff contention. We're sort of like on the cusp of playoffs. We're, I think, in competition with the Washington Red Shells right now for that playoff spot for the wild card, because both the Chelsea Chandies and the Iowa Focus Energy are taking over our division, and so one of them was going to take the division, the other one's going to take the first wild card. So if we can hopefully take the other one. um, I don't know how all that works. I don't know if we can take the other one, but we'll see what happens. Um, but yeah, so pretty much what we're gonna do here is I'm just gonna do a quick uh, team recap, very quick, just so you know who we have rocking with, and then we're gonna send the challenge and be good to go. So first we have Newborn, our Mew, Soul Vest this week. Want to make max HP, max special attack, with a little bit in special defense. Just he has a lot of good special attacking hitters, so I want to try to. I'll go over his team real quick actually, and I can tell you what he has and why it's a bit of a threat. Give me 1 second to pull it up. He has Terrakion, Crobat, Helios, Zapdos, Bastiodon, Seismitoad, Alamomola, Mega Gallade, Hoopa Unbound, Feraligatr, and Kyurem. So he has good physical threats and also good special threats. Mainly, I want to try to eat up hits from his special threats like Hoopa Unbound, Kyurem, Seismitoad, Alamomola, stuff like that. So that's why we're running a Newborn this way. We're rocking Side Shock, Signal Beam, Giga Drain, and Earth Power. Just try to do some damage to these things. It's I'm debating on whether switching that out for Coolberry, but he doesn't have any Dark type stab except for Hoopa, and that's why if he's running a Dark Pulse Hoopa, I can eat up a hit with an Assault Vest and then hit it with a Signal Beam, which is 4 times effective, and possibly Oko him. So that's the Newborn. Next we have Red Arrow, the Mega Scizor, Bullet Punch, U-Turn, Knockoff, and Defog. We have a lot of mons that are affected by rocks this week, so we need him to take to have Defog there just so we can get rid of rocks. We're not setting up rocks, so I don't care if I just defog because I don't have to worry about my own rocks. Mainly the Bullet Punch is there for the Kyurem because Kyurem is a threat. So is Terrakion. The Bastiodon, it somewhat do damage too. And U-Turn's there for the Hoopa Unbound. Just chip damage against the Feraligatr if need be. Stuff like that. So that's Red Arrow. Next we have Quickington. Holding leftovers. He's a very interesting set. He's max HP, only 200 in defense. That's really all I need to really live any hit from any of these mons. Especially Terrakion. If he hits me with the Rock Slide, I can possibly live it. It's a roll pretty much. And then I can Will-O-Wisp it. And then I have Volt Switch, Overheat, and then Signal Beam just for the Hoopa Unbound because Hoopa Unbound is a scary threat. So I want to try to deal with it plenty of ways as possible. That's why my first 3 mons have ways of dealing with it. But he's also modest, so it hits a little bit harder. And hopefully if we can... it's not ideal to leave Rotom Heat in against it, but if I have no other choice, I have no other free switch-ins against the Terrakion, I'll just go for a Will-O-Wisp and hope for the best. Next we have Goodbye Misty, the Togekiss, Thunderwave, Roost, Air Slash, and Dazzling Gleam. I am bringing Dazzling Gleam this week, mainly for his Hoopa, for Terrakion, for his Mega Gallade, for his Kyurem, and things like Crobat and Well, I can't hit Crobat with it, but Zapdos, who is resist my Flying Stab. I have Dazzling Gleam there for it. I can hit the Alamomola with it. I can pretty much hit everything with it. And just we realized 2 weeks ago that if we run a very weird Togekiss, it doesn't work well for us. So that's why we're running still running the max special defensive one. Then we have Hermione holding the Colbur Berry. Normally Mew holds this, but we're having Hermione hold this week because I need something to stop Alamomola from just sitting there and wishing and just stalling things out. So I have Taunt there. I have Taunt for like Sword Dances, for Calm Minds, just it's max speed just to max speed just to outspeed pretty much everything on his team almost, and then just taunting them so they don't do any actual setting up. Will-O-Wisp, to mainly Will-O-Wisp the Terrakion and other physical threats that he has like Mega Gallade. Then we have Shadow Ball and Heal Bell because we don't want any of our monsters getting paralyzed or burned, so we need Heal Bell there just to do that. So it's pretty much just uh, our way of dealing with things. I want to put some in the special defense and then the rest in the HP because he's not going to live a physical hit after the Cold Berry. So I just want to help him gain a little special defense. With this spread, I can live hits a little bit better on the special defensive side than just being max HP. So that's why we're doing it this way. And then last but not least, we have Wendy, our Salamence. If you haven't seen her in a few weeks, but she's coming back this week. We're running Adamant, max physical attack, max speed, with a little bit in special defense. If we set up a Dragon Dance, we don't really need the Be Jolly because it will outspeed everything. And then we're rocking Outrage, Earthquake, and Stone Edge. He doesn't have a Fairy type, so if I can get a Dragon Dance up and then just go for Outrage, the only thing that would really want to eat up an Outrage from me is the Bastiodon because Steel resists it. Other than that, I can just hit everything really hard with a Outrage. So that's pretty much why I'm bringing Outrage to the Dragon Claws, just because without any fairies to be immune to the Dragon type stab, we're pretty much golden. It's just if he does not bring Bastiodon, that's why we're bringing Earthquake. If I predict he's gonna bring in Bastiodon, then I'll just go for an Earthquake and just OHKO it pretty much. Because four times effective, and if I get a Dragon Dance up, it's not living a hit. So that's pretty much our team. I didn't have much time to play this week. This week has been hella busy due to schoolwork and stuff like that. So I don't know how well this team's going to do it. Also, my computer crashed, so that's why we have no layouts anymore or anything like that. I lost all that. And I don't have Photoshop anymore due to that. Granted, Photoshop was going to be running out soon anyway. I just couldn't afford it. So pretty much now it's just going to be recording Showdown. That's pretty much all I'm going to be doing right now. So with that, that's pretty much our team. I'm going to tell him I'm good to go. I don't have a movie editor software, so I think I'm good to go. I don't know his user name on here. I just sent him my my username. So let me look back at my team. See if there's anything else I want to change. Now, I'm considering changing some of the Newborn's moveset. Earth Power is mainly there for the Helio-Wisp, because they hit really hard. Giga Drains for the Seismitoad. Signal Beams for the Hoopa, and then Side Shock's just stab for everything else, especially the Crobat. Pretty much everything else is pretty self-explanatory. We have Volt Turn action with U-turn and Volt Switch here. Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting team. I think these are, in my opinion, our best 6 Mons, in retrospect. I really think they are. The only Mon I can see being possibly better on this team is possibly Miltank. And I mean, we have Mama and Quickington over in ISL, so look out for that. The ISL will be coming up next week. We're going against the champion Cameron, week 1, so that'll be fun. So you have to look out for that. And he just sent me the challenge. And so it's literally just Gargle Flop. Okay. Set. If I don't see the Bastion, I'll be happy. No Bastion. Awesome. Awesome. So he didn't bring the Terrakion either. So nothing on his team can really affect Cookington very much on the physical side, because I'll eat up hits from the Crobat on the physical side because I'll resist his flying stab. Unless he's running like a Waterfall Seismitoad, I should be good there. I can see him setting the Rain Dance because this is somewhat of a partial rain team, because Zapdos can run Thunder, Alomomola with Hydration if he doesn't run Regenerator, and then Seismitoad, Swift Swim. So I can see him doing that. But I think the best lead for me I've seen him leading with Crobat just to U-turn out. So I think the best thing for me is I'm gonna go into Cookington. He could go into if he goes into Seismitoad, I'll be a little upset with that. But Hoop on Bound. Okay, so I could just go for Signal Beam and relieve it now because he probably won't know what I'm gonna go for. So I'm just gonna Signal Beam. If he wants to switch out, think I'm gonna go for a Volt Switch. That's fine. He does switch out. Goes to Seismitoad. How much Signal Beam am I gonna do? That was a crit. Okay, I'm okay with that. You can clearly see that was a crit. He's somewhat special defensive. Probably gonna go for a water type move. But I feel like he's probably special attacking. I'm gonna go into Newborn. If you want to go for like a knockoff or something, that's fine. Just for Toxic. Okay, we do have Heal Bell. And we talked to the Seismitoad, which is awesome. That is awesome. I am okay with that. I feel like he'll think, oh, he wanted this going for a Giga Drain. I'm just going to Side Shock. Because I feel like he might think, oh, he's probably going to go for a Giga Drain and some type of grass move, so he'll switch into Crobat. If he switches into Crobat here, that's really good for me because then I can get a free Side Shock off of it. He could go into Hoopa, Unbound, just in general, which I can easily switch on to something else and won't be an issue. Maybe if you vote, oh, he stays in. Okay, so no, he's physically defensive. Alright, and there's the rocks. There's the rocks. I'm gonna go. Do I want to go for Signal Beam now? Because you might think I'll just go for Side Shock again. I'm gonna Signal Beam. He protected. Okay, so you wanted to scout. So pretty much, he'll probably switch out here if he tries to preserve it. I'm gonna go into Red Arrow. I'm gonna go into Red Arrow. He does not outspeed me, so he's not speed invested. Because he could possibly outspeed me if he was speed invested. But he's not because I outsped him. So I can see him sacking this thing off. So that's why I want to go into Red Arrow because I can go for Defog. He does switch out and goes into Zapdos. Okay. Zapdos might have Heat Wave. It most likely has Heat Wave. So I think my best bet is to go into Cookington. It's going to take rocks damage, but I'll eat up any hit he throws my way, and I can hit it with an Overheat. The only thing I would want to take an Overheat is Alomomola, and I don't think he would switch that in, fearing a Volt Switch. So I'm going to go into Cookington. I'm going to go in Cookington. Heat Wave. Ha, I knew it. Alright, I was not going to fall for that. I'm just going to Overheat because it's neutral to pretty much everything except for the Seismitoad and the Alomomola. I can see him going to Seismitoad and stacking it off, but then I can bring back in Red Arrow later and get a Defog off. But everything else doesn't really want to take an Overheat, so I'm just going to free the Overheat. Because normally Zapdos is physically defensive, so an Overheat from a Cookington is going to hurt a lot on this because he's probably won't be especially bulky. He can switch in the Alomomola, but I feel like that'd be really weird switching that in. So yeah, so he just sends this in, stacks it off. Okay, that's fine. So you can pretty much send anything in at this point. So he has a free switch in. So at some point I can get Red Arrow in here, get rid of the rocks, and then I can start. Cause I don't want rocks up when I send in Wendy later to start Dragon Dancing. I'm gonna say that till the end, pretty much. Okay, so send in Kyurem. I could Overheat again and get a lot of damage off, but I don't want to do that. I could go into Goodbye Misty, He's not going to go for an ice type move because I'm a fire type. So he's probably going to go for a dark type, a dragon type move. So I'm going to go into Goodbye Misty. I feel like I'll probably go for like a Draco Meter or something. Substitute. Okay, that's fine. I'm not too worried about that. I figured he might do that. Did a lot. If I can break this up, I miss. That sort of sucks. That sort of really sucks. But Goodbye Misty, I don't see much use for it here. I could switch into Red Arrow. I don't know. I mean, I do resist. I'm going to switch into Red Arrow. I do resist it. And I get frozen. Alright. The hacks are real. I first miss and then get frozen. I'm just going to Mega Evolve and try to go for a Defog. Thank you, I thought. Alright. So, at this point, I know I can get a Bullet Punch off and break the sub. I'm probably going to go down to an Earth Power, but at least I'll break the sub. I got rocks away. He can't set up rocks anymore. I can't send in Wendy because she'll definitely outspeed me. So I could go into Newborn or I can go into Hermione. He'll be able to get rid of that, or I can go into Cookington. I'm gonna go into Cookington. And I'm going to overheat because he just substitutes. Great. So, because I can't keep on letting him get a sub up. So I didn't break the sub. Just going to Newborn. Kieran with a sub is really annoying. He roosted up. Great. At this point, there's not a whole lot I can do. I'm just going to continue to Side Shock. So there's not a whole lot I can do. I can't let him have a sub up. If he wants to continue to substitute, that's fine. And honestly, Newborn's really not that useful at this point. They're really not. But see, everything... I mean, the only thing I can think of... I break the sub here. So this is my plan. I'll break the sub. Hermione will definitely outspeed. I'll taunt it. That's fine. He can kill me off. That's fine. He's probably going to try to go for a sub here. I'm thinking I will do something. I'm going to taunt him. Stop him from setting up substitutes. Because I know I'll outspeed Hoopa, and I can just go for a Shadow Ball and get damage off on it. I don't think he'll see a taunt coming his way. It was really the only safe time. I had to sack off Mew just to send in Hermione safely. I didn't want to sack off me that early, but... So, at this point... He doesn't have much he can do to Wendy. Unless he's running Hidden Power Ice. But I feel like Cookingston's still the safe bet. No, I'm gonna go... See, if he goes for Heat Wave and burns Wendy, then I'm screwed. But I resist. I don't want to take a neutral. No, I'm going to go into Quick Intent because I don't want to take a. His Volt Switch. That's fine. And he'll probably go back into Kiram. Go for substitutes more. It's a never-ending game. It's a never-ending game. Kiram. Just gonna Volt Switch. He's probably gonna go for substitute. Volt Switch. Didn't break it. Hermione. He's probably gonna Roost here. I'm gonna Shadow Ball. Gonna Taunt again. Just gonna Shadow Ball. I'm not gonna get. I'll just get damage off on here. Have Hermione go down. He can switch into whatever he wants at this point. This is the unless he goes into Crobat, which I don't know if Hermione will outspeed Crobat or not. There's a chance I won't. I doubt I will. I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp. In case he's not fully speed invested, if for some reason I outspeed, I can just burn it. Nope. I'm gonna go on Cookington. And then again, I can fairly overheat on anything that wants to come in. You notice the Alamola, I'll Volt Switch out into something else, so I'm just gonna overheat. See how much it does to Kiram. Thank you! Screw the freaking substituting Kiram. Oh my god. Finally, I got some hacks my way. So pretty much, when Alamola's in, that's my time to... If he brings Alamola right now, which would be amazing, I can Volt Switch out, get some damage off, switch into Salamence, get a Dragon Dance off, and just hopefully sweep the rest of his team. Because at that point, I'll outspeed everything. And... Let me see, where's my phone? I don't have my phone on me. I need to run something real quick. Yes, I'll speed everything on his team. Let's run a calc. After I get one Dragon Dance up, I'll be at 448.5 speed. So as long as his Crobat isn't Choice Scarfed, he goes in Zapdos. Okay, not really the best thing in the world. I'm just gonna Volt Switch. Get out of there. I'm gonna go into Wendy. Now the reason why I'm going into Wendy is I'm gonna D-Dance. I outspeed. Okay, that's fine. Volt Switch. That does a lot. But now that I have a D-Dance up, if he wants to go into Alamola, that's fine. Just going to Alamola. So, I need to see something real quick. Oh, I don't want to do it on the screen. Don't want to do it on that screen. Pokemon Calculator. I need to run a calc real quick. Salamence. Dragon Dance. I want to be Jolly. I need to be Adamant. And then Alamola. If he's defensive. If I get a +1 up, I want to see how much an Outrage will do. About 80%. If he's not even fully maxed. But I can't risk him going for an Ice Beam, because he might have Ice Beam. So I'm just going to Outrage. Didn't have out. Okay. I could have gone for a Dragon Dance. If he just has Skull, he doesn't have... Maybe he predicted me to switch out? He protected. Great, he has Protect. Confused. Alright, if I can break through Confusion, that'd be nice. Thank you. Got Alamomola out of there. So pretty much at this point, I just have to break through Confusions. If I can break through... Nope. Okay. I know I outspeed. So hopefully I break through Confusion. Come on, please. Break through Confusion. Hit it with Stone Edge. Nope. Goodbye, Wendy. That really sucks. This point, I'm just going to Overheat. Switch into Goodbye Misty next turn. Then switch out. Back into... Let Goodbye Misty go down. Go back into Quickington. And hope for the best. Just Brave Birds. That's fine. So I feel like he'll probably Brave Bird again. So I'm going to switch into Goodbye Misty. Alright, that's fine. Here comes this thing. I have some special... I'm just going to Signal Beam. Hypersonic Fury. Nope. GG. GG. We lost. Those Confusions did not help me out at all, but I took that risk with Outrage. If I Dragon Danced again, I wouldn't have had to worry about it because I could have one-shotted it. I didn't think that he would go... I figured he would just go for Ice Beam, so that's why I went for it. I didn't want to take that risk. But, I mean... Not much I can do about that. That was a good battle, Gargle Flop. Very good battle. There wasn't much whole lot I can do. I planned so much for Hoop Unbound and he never brought it in, so... And I got really unlucky. Really, really unlucky a lot in this battle. So, with that, if you all enjoyed, please hit that like button down below, and I will see you in the next battle.